Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Monday, the 5th of July. As usual, the day after the competition, the weather briefly improves. So what have we got? Low pressure, still very much in charge at the moment, unseasonably so for July, and we're certainly not out of the woods yet. There's an area of low pressure off towards the Bay of Biscay. Will start to track towards us over the next 24 hours, and will bring some very strong winds for this time of year into tomorrow, for hopefully it settles down a bit in towards sort of the middle part of the week. But for today, southwesterly winds, a brief respite from the frontal activity. Those showers are still very much possible. Those winds, as I was saying, southwesterly, and we're looking today somewhere in the region of around 220, 230, probably about 15 knots at flying heights for most of the day. And broadly the same across most of the at least southern half of the UK today. The public forecast, that was the wind, the public forecast is showing that there will be a deterioration in the weather towards the evening, and sort of maybe scattered showers during the day, but generally sort of bright spells and southwesterly winds getting stronger and starting to back as we get towards the end of the day, and that's why we'll talk about our setup in a moment. Satellite picture, as you can see, shows a nice big gap over where we are, but you can see frontal activity not too far away, just off the coast of Cornwall there. And so we should remain in this bright slot for most of the day, but with increasing sort of cloud cover and increasing risk of showers. Top temperature today, well, looking at this, that is the dew point. That's not what we want. In fact, that's dew point as well. Let me reload the temperature. Top temperature today of about sort of 18, 19 degrees, and dew point probably down to around 10 or so at best. Currently at Lasham, we have a picture like that outside. So you can see a cumulus building up, as you might expect on a day where there's a lot of instability around, with that pressure quite so low as it is. And a temperature currently of 15 degrees and a dew point of 11. We look at Farnborough's meter, currently scattered at 1600, few at 1400, and becoming few at 2,500 feet, with showers possible during the day. That probably rings fairly true for OGM as well. So actually they're saying showers more in the morning, but I've seen showers that say more at lunchtime. Whatever it is, we will potentially see a shower, but it won't be anything like some of the showery weather we had last week. Top Meteo predicts, well, if it had been the comp, we would have gone flying. You can see that there's a good area down towards just south of Salisbury, mixed with increasing wind as you go up towards sort of Cambridgeshire and into sort of the East Anglia. 11 o'clock round here, we might see a cloud base of about 2,000 feet, rising, probably maxing out today at about maybe 3,000 feet above Lasham. Much better out towards the west if we were to believe this model, with cloud base of around 4,000 to 4,500 feet, but often with a lot of sort of cloud above it. But quickly, as the day goes on, by 5 o'clock, you'll want to be back because it will start to rain not too long after 6. Cloud amounts, as we can see, sort of mixed with some sort of medium level cloud. So I'd say that'll be present for most of the day. There'll be some form of top or medium cover. And then you can see, by 5 o'clock, it really is starting to come in. And it will be a little bit potentially sporty, so make sure your gliders are tied down at least. Airspace-wise, nothing particularly today. Keyville active as it is Monday to Friday between, I would reckon, they've 10 and sort of 5:30 there. They do sometimes change the timings a little bit there, depending on how early they want to get out of bed. Salisbury Plain, other than that, is as before. Stone and Fibre active as before. 26. I think some of these are cultural events which shouldn't really appear in this. And there's paragliding going on just north of Devizes, and some activity going on down by the coast. So yes. Excellent. So for today, we're going to be runway 23. I'm just going to double check the PA31 movements for today. Here we go. We do have a couple. We don't have any jet movements as far as I'm aware, but we do have a Navajo due in at 11 o'clock. And then there might be an air test of one, same pilot, good mate of mine, leaving about midday. So there will be Navajo movements. And when we're on 2-3, it does cause us a little bit of confliction, which is the runway we're going to be on today, just because you've got traffic landing one way and traffic departing or landing another way. So yeah, we'll keep a very good eye out for that. But I think to save us moving around and faffing, as the wind's going to be southwesterly anyway, it's only going to increase. We'll stick on 2-3 today, and we'll keep an eye out for these Navajos. But I've not been told of any jet movements, and we've got some taxiway work going on for the Western taxiway, which is a bit between the end of the runway and 2XL, which is due to start sometime this week. So you might find that there's brief closures of that, or at least restrictions on that road as they fill in the potholes, because remember that road was only really designed for mosquitoes and stuff. It wasn't really designed for 757s to be rolling on for 40 years. Excellent. Okay, that's enough from me, but we'll see you on the airfield or a bit later in the week. But yeah, remember, getting a little bit windier later in the week.